Hello, everyone. My name is Goshka Volnik, and I'm life coach. Here with me, I have Jutta Klips. She is a mentor and life coach, and Gosha Jemba, she is an astrologer. And we have decided for a couple of days to meet together and discuss how to navigate our lives in uncertain times. Every day we have a lot of news. Every day we are overwhelmed with what is happening. So today I would like to continue how to navigate our lives when we are drowning in opinions and viewpoints. How actually find a neutral position and go ahead with our lives. So my question to Jutta is, how do you navigate your life now?
Well, I have been on the bandwagon of indulging in information overload and, like checking out and making sense of what's going on out there at the moment. And I think it's very, very hard to make sense because all the facts or the figures or the experts, like there's oppositional viewpoints. And I mean, let's face it, we all have viewpoints, we all have opinions, and there's like a bias if you want to prove our opinions and viewpoints. We only see what it proves. We are a thinker and a prover. So, and I think, everything information which is out there, there's so very many variables and subjective opinions, and you can't even trust the science anymore. You can't trust really a lot. So instead of wasting my time now of digesting and analyzing everything what's out there to find the truth, I really just ask, do I really want to waste my time of finding the truth, which is really nearly impossible, or do I want to find what is useful for my life? And that's sort of where I'm going now. What is really useful, and for me it's very important, everybody knows how important your environment is, and you have to create an inner environment which is nurturing for you. So are you listening to things which is nurturing for you? Are you reading things what is nurturing for you from the inside? Because you really have to, I really can come to conclusion, what can I control and what I cannot control. So I am focusing now what I can control, and that is my inner environment, what I let in, and not distracting myself with all this stuff, because that doesn't, you just go around in circles. That's my experience. So yeah. I'm very choosing now what I read and watch.
Yeah, so your life actually hasn't changed much because you are going to work every day. Yes.
Yeah.
So you are not exposed as some other people who can watch TV or listen to radio 24 hours a day. So what do you listen to when you are back from work? What do you do? Except the normal things we are doing.
I did a lot of meditation. I listened to a podcast about higher consciousness, how you bend reality, how, use your imagination to manifest things. And that's what I did, for example, yesterday.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for sharing with us.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn, Gosha. What our stars are telling you. What should you do?
Stars are right now pretty difficult. The astrology is pretty difficult for the whole year. So I'm just taking it one step at a time. And I'm trying not to predict the whole year and what we will do at the end of it. But I agree with Yuta very much. Everything what she said is something what I do as well. But I would like to go back to the news, because in my opinion, news right now, the modern news, are not factual. They do not present. They do present events, but mostly they present commentaries to the events and the emotional triggers. And so some time ago, I decided to stop watching news, not to be triggered emotionally. And instead of watching or listening to the news, I just read them. So I am on top of what's going on, but I do not download the emotional content. And when I feel especially vulnerable, like for example during the first lockdown, I stopped reading or listening to news altogether. And instead, as Yuta said, I was choosing what I was watching and what I was listening to. And when I was really, really down, it was stand-up comedy, or funny pets or cute babies, just to get myself into a better mood. Sorry, mode, no mood. And I do like to listen to different opinions, and I don't mind that that the internet is giving us a chance to actually present our points of view. And as Yuta said, it is up to us what we choose into our minds. And for me, the bottom line is very similar. Choose, be choosy. Do not allow something which wreaks havoc with your emotions, with your mind. Don't listen to it. At this moment, obviously, it is good to be open to different opinions, and we should do this as well. That not only be stuck in our small world and accept only what we think is acceptable, but to spread a little bit and listen to views which perhaps at first do not resonate with us, because this way we learn, we grow, we evolve. But we can do all these things when we are at least a little bit peaceful inside. When we all over the place, as Yuta said, it's very difficult to do anything.
Yeah, thank you, Gosha. Thank you very much for sharing with us. What I'm finding, that being in the environment of my family really lifts me up, and I'm fortunate at the moment that we are all together, but it will be finishing up very soon. I mean, in the evening today, because we are going everyone to each to our houses. But what I'm finding, that Zoom meetings with friends really help me a lot. What is happening? Everyone has different opinion, and is in different financial situation and family situation. So having my friends around and listening what they have to say, it changed my mood totally. For example, if you hear someone who says that coronavirus actually is not different from normal flu, simply has more advertising and marketing, it makes me laugh, because if we think about it, maybe that's true. So everyone has their own point of view, but sharing those among friends, and that it is a supportive environment, helps a lot. For me as well, it's very important that this environment is like protecting me, that I will be not teased or I will be not harmed. And that's what everyone is looking for in times when we are so uncertain. We are worried about jobs, even if not about our jobs. We are thinking about our families. What happened if my daughter's son or my family members will lose their job? I mean, it will be really very tragic for us if it is happening. So surrounding ourselves with friends and family who are supporting and choosing what we are listening to that will help survive in these very difficult times. So that will be my part. Do you have something else to add, Jutta?
Well, I would say what really crystallized itself out right now at this time, that we really have to build communities, and it's not just, you know, one for themselves. It's like communities. And, you know, like, for instance, I mean, if you have a family who supports you, you know, like, for instance, you lose your job, you're lucky. But, you know, like, really, we have to look at resources and what we can do and look at the solution if we have like a problem, you know, like. And I mean, there's like a lot of help out there at the moment from mental side and Zoom meetings, and really, I mean, that's even what we try to do. So, you know, like, search what, you know, is helpful and useful, instead of going around in circles and staying in the mud, because, you know, like, it's very probably easy to stay there at the moment in these uncertain times.
Thank you, Jutta. And about you, Gosha, something else to add?
Yeah, probably no. I think that what Jutta said is quite clear. We need to stay connected any way we possibly can, and we have to be choosy and find ways to actually deal with our emotions, which I guess will be our next next Zoom meeting.
Yes, I just lost the title of the next meeting. Oh, I have it. Okay, so wrapping it up, stay connected with everyone who is supporting you. Listen only to the news which are good. Don't spend too much time listening to our to people who really wants to frighten us, because if we are frightened, we can't really function normally. And do your best to actually have a normal life when we have structure, when we know what we want to do every day, that we plan every day, to be to have a feeling that we achieve something.
Focus on the things you can change and you have control of, and create an environment like as nurturing as possible.
We just want to create our own reality, just to be stronger and go through those difficult times. Our next talk will be on next Thursday, and we will be talking how to navigate our emotions when it is so difficult to cope. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye.